Well, one of the regulars over here at the World Economic Forum in Davos is Mr. CP Gurnani of Tech Mahindra, somebody who's a real visionary as far as the IT sector is concerned, not just in terms of his leadership at Tech Mahindra, but also in terms of his ideas. And it's wonderful to have him speak to us once again. You know, I've now spoken to you, I think, for 3 consecutive WEFs. And the context of the Indian IT sector has been changing. Now, globally, of course, there are concerns of a global recession. There are concerns on the IT sector as well. Do you share some of the concerns as far as Tech Mahindra firstly is concerned?
So, I mean, I'll rather keep the discussion generic because I'm still in a quiet period right now. You know, from an Indian IT perspective and the global industry, my personal feeling is that we all are coming into this Davos with more positive feeling than negative feeling. And the reasoning is very simple. When you look at all data points, whether it is a retail consumption, whether it is unemployment numbers, whether it is overall B2C businesses or even B2B businesses, they were pegged to do a lot lesser volumes than what they have done. So it is clear is that if the data indicators continue to remain positive, then a few of the challenges, even inflation has come down, the gas prices has come down, commodity prices have more or less stabilized. So most of my consumers or my customers are now, in November they could have been cautious, they are becoming positive.
Okay. Now, this is a sector in India which has been hit by layoffs. We've seen Byju's, we've seen Amazon, we've seen Meta, others as well. What does this say about the present state of the IT industry in India? Is it has it become too big too fast, certainly in the context of certain companies? Not necessarily naming any one particular one.
I think you need to look at this in an overall 3-year landscape. In a 3-year landscape, we became about 150 plus unicorns. Overall, the industry would have grown by about 35%. Now, clearly, some sectors, some industries, some geographies would hit a speed breaker. I mean, it is not new that a few countries go through a bit of a pain.
Right.
Similarly, out of these unicorns, a few unicorns will go through a pain. So I would consider this as a speed breaker for a few, but otherwise, if you analyze at the same time the results of the global system integrators, each one of them has shown quarter-on-quarter growth. And you have to remember, we're talking December quarter, where traditionally the market slows down.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about sustainability, because that's a lot about what Davos is talking about now. Tech Mahindra, only Indian organization recognized among 2021 global 100 most sustainable corporations in the world. What does sustainability mean to you?
The more important is what does sustainability mean to every employee of the company. And that's where I think Tech Mahindra has done wonders, because we have never said this is what the leadership wants. We have actually listened to our employees. And our employees want us to become net zero, not even wait for till 2030. They want to do it in 2028.
So what have you been doing?
So that is exactly what you're doing. You set ambitious goals, you involve the teams, and you work on the positive strengths of the team.
Yeah.
And those teams have delivered these sustainability goals. The second part is we've invested in the technology platform. We have not been very innovative about it. We just call it I Sustain.
Right.
Because remember, the key word was all employees getting involved.
Right.
So the input matrix, output matrix, and what we should not be doing is now in a transparent platform.
Sure.
And that is available to all my colleagues, my ecosystem partners, my suppliers.
So sustainability is very much a part of the ethos.
It is now part. It's now is the religion of Tech Mahindra.
Well, wonderful speaking to you once again, sir. It's been a good Davos. I think the buzz over India has been pretty positive. You'd agree?
I think, it's never been better.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
Right?
That promenade is just
It's
all
more
about
than
India.
the promenade. It is the interaction, because now it's really the third day. I would have interacted with about 70 CXOs. 70 CXOs coming and complimenting India.
That's
I can only
interesting.
tell you that makes you feel very proud.
Superb. Indeed it does. Thanks, sir, very much for being with us.
Thank you,
Thank
Sam.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.